Let's have a look at the game that's coming up on the Tuesday. On a Tuesday, there's one game to choose. It's Mumbai v Rajasthan. This is happening in Abu Dhabi. You've got guys near the top of the table, guys near the bottom of the table. This one's a must-win for Rajasthan, but they're up against giants, defending champions.
Yeah, they are. When you look at that Mumbai side, you've got some serious firepower at the top, and then you've Pollard and the two Pandya brothers. You've got some hitability at the back end as well. So from a batting side, they really do have a strong unit. And then bowling-wise, they've formed a good combination. You've got experience of 3 international bowlers, seamers, and then Chahar's done brilliantly in the spinning department. So it is a really strong team. And when you compare that to Rajasthan, you do feel that they have to keep playing the ultimate games. They're going to be so keen to get Ben Stokes back into the mix. I mean, the balance he brings with bat and ball is definitely something they've been missing in that unit. Yeah. So for them to win tomorrow, you do feel that they have to really produce the perfect kind of game for them, where they get off to a great start and someone makes a good contribution and the bowlers back them up. Yeah. Whereas Mumbai, you feel like you can call on 5, 6, 7 guys that could maybe have a man of the match performance to help them get over the line.
Yeah, Mumbai, of course, you back them for going in with no changes. Perhaps sometimes they make one change here or there, but that's the sign of a strong winning team, Boni, is that you rarely ever see them making 3 changes.
No, they're very consistent. They're always very true to the players that they've picked. But they're a quality unit. They know how to win the tournament. They've got good leadership, great skills. They've got power in the bowling, batting, feel well as a team. When you look at Rajasthan, if Rajasthan can beat Mumbai tomorrow, they'll match them on points with the game in hand, and that's with Ben Stokes still to come back into the side. So, yes, you could say it's a must-win for Rajasthan, but you could also say it's a must-win for Mumbai as well, because all the teams will know about what Ben Stokes is going to deliver for the Rajasthan Royals once he gets into the side. He will deliver man of the match kind of performances. That's what he has done for 2 or 3 years in whichever team he's played in. So Rajasthan, they're a kind of team that they don't look on paper. I mean, they've got some high-class players, but they don't look to me like they've got enough to go all the way. But if they can get Ben Stokes into this side, it's just the spin department just looks a little bit light. And when the pitches get a little bit older and a little bit more worn, I do worry about their bowling going forward. It's always the combination. They've struggled for the last 2 or 3 years finding where to bat which player. I mean, Butler's at the top of the order. He's done well for England at the top of the order. He's not fired at all for Rajasthan this year. Been a bit inconsistent. Where do you put Ben Stokes in that lineup when he plays? I think they're one of the two, a bit like RCB. They've not quite found their combinations over the course of the last few years.
Yeah, Polly, are you happy with the Smith and Butler opening combination? Would you like to see Smith sort of, be the linchpin in the middle order to sort of hold things together?
Not really. I think the Ben Stokes influence we talk about, I mean, we know what contributions he can make as an individual, but I think just mentally, once you know he's to come in the middle order, I think that almost frees your Butler and your Steve Smith up to not worry and they go and play some, carefree cricket in many ways. Rob Nuttapa needs to get some runs in that order just to settle things down as well. But Samson's been brilliant, so I don't think they need to change. But I do think, it's a gun player, Ben Stokes, and when he walks into the dressing room, when he walks into that team, he's got a presence about him, and it brings a lot of calmness to the rest of the unit, and they can just focus on their job because they know that at the back end they've got a match winner.
Yeah, I mean, they'd want what Rajasthan would want, that he has more of a Pune kind of season, Ben Stokes, than the Rajasthan season that he had, because that season with Pune he was just absolutely on fire. But Tom Curran, Boni, I think Steve Smith and Rajasthan are wanting a little more out of him as well, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he struck the ball nicely with the bat. He's not quite been at his best with the ball, but he's a good character. He likes the confrontation out in the middle. He always, very similar to a lot of the quality bowlers, bowls the tough overs. He'll bowl in the power, plenty of bowl at the end. So he will have days where it doesn't quite go his way, but he'll also have days where he wins, the game for the team, and that's what he's about. I've been impressed with the way that he struck the ball. As I've been very impressed with Archie. He's been hitting the ball over there. I've not seen him do that for England on many occasions. So it's actually good for us to see a different side of Joffrey. He's bowling quickly. He's striking it out the ground. This T20 format, he absolutely adores. He absolutely adores playing the shorter format. And you can see that he's enjoying his cricket at Rajasthan. But it's a big game tomorrow. It's a big game for both teams. And you need your big players to turn up and produce a performance.
And you'll have us to come here and to turn up a performance as well. We will come at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time.